have a sec? We need to talk.
Yeah.
And that's how we know the scale of the mutation.
That's it? A few brain pictures with randomly colored areas? This is a joke.
Thanks for appreciating my hard work. I loved spending a whole day on this.
This is such a waste.
So, how was your session this time? Shrink bore you with Dad again?
Actually, no. We talked about someone else.
Oh yeah? Who?
You.
Really?
Yeah. It was kinda interesting, you know? I realized I never asked you, you know, how are you holding up?
Been better, if you really want to know.
You're putting it mildly. But deep down, you gotta be scared. We were wondering how we'd feel if we were in your shoes.
And?
And, then this stupid thought came to me and I just couldn't shake it off, you know?
What was it?
Well, if I were in your position, all I'd think about would be, what would Dad say?
Seriously?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Here I am, a grown man on a humanity-saving mission, light years away from home, and still waiting for my old man to barge in and give me shit for no damn reason. Like a little fucking boy. Do you feel that way too? I guess. Sometimes I feel that I'm not good enough. Whatever I do, however hard I try, it's like, what am I even doing here? I hear ya. Looks like that son of a gun planted this fucking insecurity in us. But you know what? The shrink did say one smart thing.
Oh yeah? What's that?
That it's, no shame to be weak. Sometimes, anyway. And, if you're strong enough to own it, then you're not weak at all. In the eyes of other people, or something like that. It makes sense when he said it.
Okay.
So, what it boils down to is that I've got two things to say to you. One, I don't think I want to work my ass off like a moron anymore.
Conversation.
Good. I'm all for it. And what's the other thing? You know that day when Dad yelled at us for ruining our soccer shoes? I just want to say, that was a pretty damn good goal we scored.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Oh, the trophy.
Looks like I found an alternative treatment for you.
Shit. So it is true. Your wife told you to put implants in our brains so the corporation can track us? You're not seriously thinking about it.
Actually, I'm considering it. It's better than the other option. Oh, man. Oh, this is it. We're done for. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about it. They're saying it's a controversial idea. But this is not the time and place for being subtle, right?
I'll talk to everybody, so it's going to be a minute.
Looks like talking to Lena helped find an alternative solution after all. Yeah. I mean, the idea of that implant doesn't sound so great, but I guess Lena knows what she's doing, right? What's on your mind? My role as a therapist in here. What about it? I know we talked about it before, but back then I got the impression I would be dealing with current problems, conflicts within the team, anxiety issues, stress management. But instead, I keep listening to stories from the past. Childhood, school, teachers, lost matches, failed exams, home, dad, mom. My dad, my mom. How can I be detached, Jan? I didn't become a therapist to listen to my own problems. I went through my own therapy, processed things, gained closure, and this is just ruining things for me. I only started working here, but I already feel burned out. So, you'd rather be assigned to the kitchen or a mining outpost, is that what I'm hearing? All I said is that we're in the middle of a burnout situation here. Burnout. So, maybe you just need to take a break, unwind a little. I could. If I had my specialty. What's your specialty? It's not a specialty. It's a special tea. Oh. What's in it? It doesn't matter. I don't have it. How about we get you something else then? What did it do exactly? Was it one of those relaxing infusions? No. It was a mind-expanding plant. I got the seed from a friend, and it grew well in my apartment. Oh, Jan. Of all my friends and lovers, my special tea was the only one that never let me down. If only you could try it. I could use some unwinding right now. Hey. You know what? I just remembered something from the pre-mission training. What's that? The greenhouse. it should be supplied with all kinds of seeds of medical plants. You don't mean, Jan, this could be a totally undiscovered potential of this mission. Recreating a special tea from a non-existent reality.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds like a totally legit scientific experiment. The scientist Jan would be proud of us. Just think, what would the world look like if you saw it with a very, very open mind? And if we did that, you think your burnout will be cured? The cure for burnout consists of 2 ingredients, Jan. Special tea and a special chemical mixture. What? Chemicals. Just trust me. Take this recipe, grow the plant, prepare the mixture, and come back to me. I guarantee you won't regret it. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yeah, I heard you managed to find a way. You must feel... But no, you tell me. How do you feel about it? I feel... relief. That you guys won't have to die. Yeah, it is a relief. I guess it would be quite a problem if you were left all alone again. Yeah, I wouldn't stand a chance on my own. Right, there's safety in numbers. That's only rational. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Now would you look at that? My lucky keychain. Yeah, I always have it on me, I guess. Really? Bring back good memories for you too? It does, sure. But I thought you'd like to have it. Why? Because Adam's dad was a therapist? Huh. Figures. Thank you. Hey, I found this thing that I took on the mission, and I thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My gourd and bombilla. I thought I'd thrown them away. Nope. They just collected dust for years. Damn, I missed these during my travels. A very insightful gift, thank you. Have you heard? We have another way to cure you. More like another way to get people pissed off around here. Nobody likes getting their mind violated by an all-powerful
Yeah, but what's going on?
corporation. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yes, I've heard, and I have a very strong opinion about it. Just because some things are possible from a medical standpoint doesn't mean they should be done. Agreed. We have to look for another way. Yeah, you got my full support on that. I found an alternative solution to your problem. I know. The news stirred up some emotions. What are you gonna decide? I'm thinking of using the implants. Anything is better than what Maxwell suggested. No denying that, brother.
Says I'm exhausted though. The vision is getting a little blurry. In the game. No. It just says I was exhausted. It's no different than real life and working with people. Okay. I'm glad you have ears.
Are you sure about that experimental therapy? Have you heard? We have have another way to cure you.
Right. Well done. Brain implants. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. All done. Should I take care of this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
About that experiment, maybe you should reconsider. Nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Magnetic storm.
Ernie!
for them.
Those brain implants. I really
Yeah, it
don't-
lets you know how long they're gonna last, and it gives you like a 5-day. Yeah, you can like stockpile repair kit. Days like this magnetic storm, since I have the automatic miner thing, they're still getting whatchamacallit, still being mined even though nobody can be out in the storm. Because of the auto mining equipment.
I don't feel comfortable about something.
All done here. Should I help with this now? All done. Should I take care of this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Another long conversation.
Okay, people. I wanted to hold this meeting to tell you that, well, we finally might have a cure for your condition.
Let's hold off celebrating till we hear it. I just want it to be over.
We can use neural implants. It's a safe and efficient solution, but there is a risk, a high risk, in fact, that the corporation will find out about your existence.
Well, maybe it's time to man up and confront them about it.
Are you for real? All we are to them is a fucking bunch of freaks. Better to just kill me than let them implant their junk in my brain. We haven't done anything wrong. Why should we be afraid?
So, let me get this straight. You think letting the Corpo exploit our brains might be a more humane solution? We are doing it. That's my decision.
Oh, so you've decided for us, without even giving us an alternative.
What's the alternative? Slicing up Tabula Rasa's brain while he's alive?
I don't believe you're giving us away. I thought you had more balls.
I, for one, feel relieved. If there's any other way than treating a human being like a vessel, we should explore it.
Let's stop wasting time and get on with it. We knew from the start we weren't born into a fairy tale.
Exactly. We weren't born into a fairy tale. Because we weren't born at all. We were just created to prolong this loser's meaningless life. Truth is, there is no good way out of this mess. The branching was, from the start, it was, Shit. He collapsed. Make way for the doctor.
Is he unconscious? It's getting worse. We need a cure now. What's your call?
I'm putting my money on Lena's idea.
Good. I'll gather everyone and inject the neural implants in their heads. Let's hope this works. All right, let's see. This should go here, and...
Are you okay?
I think so. At least it's not causing me any physical discomfort. And it looks like it didn't kill me. Maybe I underestimated Lena.
Great. Maybe in time you'll just be able to forget about it.
What's done is done. All that matters now is whether we can continue our mission safely. Time to get the others, I suppose.
I'll leave you to it. So, how do you feel after the procedure?
How do you feel? Good about yourself?
So, you'd rather I killed Tabula?
I don't want to force any opinion on you. I'm just not happy about my brain being tampered with by anyone but me.
Okay, I've got your specialty. Thank you. But, I'm not sure it would go down well with an implant tracking my data. Somehow, the appeal is gone. Yeah, I guess you're right. Too bad.
Okay. What the? Okay.
Hey, how do you feel after the procedure?
I feel relieved. Now that the choice is made, we
No,
can get
because
back
now
to doing our
she's
jobs
bigger
and hope for
and
the
her
best.
claws would dig into me
Clear
more.
conscience means peace of mind. Whatever comes next, I'm
Yeah.
sure you won't regret it.
I totally forget I have the refinery. No. Now that I have the auto thing in the radiated area, I get the resource without it um being dangerous. Thursday. Being 6th. I'm sorry. Overcome something, but I'm not gonna feel like they don't want to give me anything water.
So, how are you feeling?
I never thought I'd feel like a cyberpunk clown. Fuck!
Yeah.
Want me to go there, Chief?
Oh, you are. I don't think I talked to her. Yeah. Apparently. Right, moving to the final act. Well, final act, though. I don't know how long it will be.
Worked. We can get out of here. I'm sorry, hon.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Bedtime's over. What happened? Do you know where you are? Who you are? Do you remember anything? Please. What next? You gonna ask me about my name and role on this mission? Of course I remember. I mean, up to a point. Oh, shit. Oh, my chest. Careful. You took a heavy blow there. Yeah, I remember the technician. But why? Did he attack me? Yes. Apparently, some of us were unable to come to terms with your decisions. Looks like they'd been planning this for some time. Repairing the tour vehicle while you weren't watching. Filling it up with stolen supplies. And then, when the time came, the technician just knocked you down. And they took off into the desert. Shit. It's all my fault. I saw it coming, but I didn't do anything to stop it. Was he trying to kill me? I mean, what exactly happened? I think he just wanted to send a message. Knock you unconscious, maybe. But that blow caught you off balance. You fell and punctured your helmet. You were suffocating. Luckily, we had some Adricol in the med bay. Well, at least I thought that would work. But after the injection, you just turned blue and started shaking all over. Of course I did. I'm allergic to Adricol. Yes, well, I know that now. I'll probably need to get tested too when I'm back on Earth. Wait. How did you find out? From someone who knows you best. I called Lena. Of course, it would have been much quicker if the botanist had told me. But I guess he was too busy despairing about our situation in his cabin. You talked to Lena? Yes. Fortunately, all of this happened before we got lost and communications died. Did you tell her about
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 hours.
everything that happened here? Why shouldn't I? She wanted to know what's going on, and you were flatlining. There was no time for playing kiddie games. Shit. Yes. Well, I hope you also heard the important part of my story. It happened before we got lost. We're lost? The navigation system's down. The storm is everywhere. We've been circling blindly for days. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but frankly, the base is close to breaking down. The storm's been putting it under a lot of pressure, and supplies are at a critical level. It's been quite intense. Is there no good news at all? I mean, we're closer to the finish line, right? We just need to figure out how to get out of the storm. Sure, easy as that. Just so you know, we have been trying. With all the time we've lost, I'd say we're one mistake away from failing the mission and getting stuck here for good. We need to stop drifting aimlessly, pick a direction, and this time, it needs to be a flawless choice. Flawless. I'm glad you see the problem. Okay, so what do we do? I was hoping things would change when you woke up, but I suppose it's gonna take more than that. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not superhuman, you know. How am I supposed to suddenly know what to do? Well, superhuman or not, you're still gonna have to bite the bullet. Bullet? What bullet? What are you talking about? I didn't want to stress you immediately after you woke up, but there is something you should hear. Some messages in the comms room from before we lost contact with Earth. Okay, what's in them? What are you not telling me? Just listen for yourself.
This is a message for Jan Dolsky, corporate ID 4672B. My name is Agatha Wilson, and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Ally Corp, your employer. I have received some very unfortunate news about your mission. I do hope you realize it is vital that we speak without delay, so as to clear up any possible misunderstandings. Otherwise, the board will have to qualify your actions as purposefully subversive. I cannot keep them hoping it is not the case for much longer. Please don't let me down, and get back to me immediately.
What the fuck, Jan? What the fuck? They know everything. The board. But I thought we were... I thought we had each other's backs. That is some deep, deep shit you got Maxwell into. Do you even realize what you've done? Stabbing him in the back done for you? Me? This is my last call. They've decided to cut me off. I won't be able to talk to anyone, do anything. Not until someone comes for me. All I do is sit here in this tin can and wait. Well done, bro. You know, I thought you'd have the guts to face me, but no. At least... I hope at least you don't fuck things up with Rubidium. And that you bring enough for those bastards to share with others. But maybe I'm naive to think
What
you
about
care about such things.
Oh, I mean, for the in the game.
Jan, I called and... shit. One of those altars of yours picked up. I know you're recovering from a fight or something? I don't know much more. He was unnerving. This is strange. Look, I know I promised to keep your altars a secret, but I talked to Vin. Dr. Paulson, the colleague I told you, was helping me out with those implants for you. And he convinced me that it would be a big, big mistake not to tell anybody. Out there, it might seem like you're making the right decisions, but from the outside, I mean, it's not looking good. Is it true that some of them went rogue and sabotaged your mission? I mean, shit. Are they dangerous? Maybe curing them was not such a good idea after all. I don't know. I'm really confused right now.
You know what Jan gave me? Our first photo with Lena.
Find me when you're done with those calls. Oh, I remember that. The moron who took it tried to convince me to write his thesis for him.
You stayed.
As if I could ever...
I appreciate that.
And you're awake, at last.
You'd better think of something quick. We're nowhere near finding our way out of this sandstorm. Looks like the mess is bigger than I thought.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we've waited long enough for you to come to, but we need decisions fast. What's the plan?
Actually, I was hoping you'd suggest something. Those messages from Earth didn't help. I have no idea what to do.
I never thought I'd say it, but I miss the technician. He knew that navigation system inside out.
He kept challenging me. I failed him, and you're paying the price.
Now's not the time for regrets, Jan. We need to set a direction for the base, and it needs to be right. We can't afford another day of drifting aimlessly in this storm. This is not a joke, Jan. Everything depends on you. The mission, Rapidium, our lives. You've decided to trust the corporation. We implanted their tech in our heads, losing a part of the team in the process. I'd hate to know it was all for nothing.
What if I was wrong? And trusting the corporation was a big mistake. That Agatha gives me the chills, and Lena, there's so much she doesn't understand. I don't know if putting you in their hands was right. I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better. As your captain.
No need to blame yourself. Apparently there was no way for you to ever become one.
What do you mean?
Just take a look at the branchings available in the QC. You can find all sorts of walks of life that you could have taken, but a captain? No, it was never possible. None of us were cut out for that role.
You're right. It's kind of liberating, knowing that there was simply no way to be good at this.
Oh, well, this actually got me thinking about something.
What?
That code we got from Maxwell to upgrade the QC. His old experiment. He and Lucas used the mind records in a completely different way to manipulate the consciousness of an existing person.
You're not really thinking we should try and repeat that?
Oh, I agree it could be dangerous, but you said it yourself. There might not be another way.
Go ahead then. You want to experiment? Experiment on yourself. For the sake of science.
Trust me, I would. But, given that we don't really know what we're doing, I believe that if we're going to tamper with someone's brain, it's best if the one with at least some degree of scientific intuition runs the operation from behind the console.
I sense an insult in there, but I guess you've got a point. I wouldn't want to lose you. What's the plan?
It's hard to call it a plan. Just go into the womb, I'll plug you in, load Maxwell's code, and improvise.
Testing your production?
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't
Doesn't really do anything.
Oh, I had to say goodbye to my standards the moment I woke up in this base.
All right, I'm activating the procedure. Any last words?
Yeah, is it okay to have second thoughts about... Alright. My God.
Hopefully that was the right choice. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Is it over? Hello? Anybody here? Base has stopped. I should check outside. Ah, shit. We're still in the storm. What the hell? Hey, someone's there. Wait. Am I losing my mind? Damn it. What was that? Hey, is that a baby? What's going on here? I
recognize this. You're no good. Hear that? No good! Filthy priest, no good!
Maybe you should have run faster.
What the hell? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am you, Jan. Just different.
Is this a dream?
No, Jan. You just woke up, remember?
Where am I? Still in the base, or somewhere else?
You're right here. Where else would you be? The better question is, why are you here?
I just wanted to find a way out. I thought that maybe if I changed...
Changed? You can't just start being someone else all of a sudden. Didn't Pops teach you that?
I'm not my father.
Maybe not. But aren't you doing what he did all his life? Waiting for a miracle to happen and change everything.
I've never noticed.
I wasn't waiting for a miracle. I chose to turn to science. That's a huge difference.
Do you really believe that? That you're the architect of your own fate? What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion? It's crossed your mind, hasn't it? Does it really matter what I do, where I go, what I say? Am I the captain of my ship? Or does it take its own course regardless of what I do? You're wrong. I create my future.
Hey,
Why are you
why are
doing
you
that?
doing that?
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. But you haven't been listening carefully. I told you. I'm you. It breaks my heart to see you so absorbed in that whole what if business. Using your altars to revisit problems you couldn't solve. You've been very busy. But still, instead of moving forward, you end up here, stuck in your past. How is that?
I know now that I could have been there for her. If I had taken a different path.
She's gone, Jan. She always was. There was never anything you could have done.
Where's he gone? Oh, this is crazy. Is that you?
It's a mistake. Why didn't you fight for us? You did us together. We weren't meant for each other. I tried the best years of my life.
We're so good together. Why didn't you fight for us? Why didn't you fight
What is
for us?
going on with me?
I tried.
We were avengers for each other.
It's over.
Together.
Lena! Don't go. Wait.
I guess you two just weren't meant to be together.
You again? Come here to make fun of my failures.
Not my fault you're caught up in their loop. In that big round base of yours.
I'm moving forward.
Yes. To stop short on the wrong side of a precipice. Can't you see that you never were good enough for her? Her parents were mad at her when she dumped that law student for you. The unemployed miner's son with no prospects. And you wanted to impress them with what? A house with a garden, a steady job in a corporation? Is that why you were so afraid of losing that house and going abroad with her? Because you knew her parents wouldn't respect you? Just look at your alters. Don't you think any one of them would impress her more than the average boring Yandolski?
She fell in love with the person I was, not with who I could have been.
Love. Such a big word. Was it real love, though? Can you even tell what's real? How many times did you wonder that maybe you're not the original Jan? That there had to be someone else. A version of you who actually deserved to live, to be loved. Because he always knew what to do, because he never made mistakes. Maybe that way he was worthy of his father's love.
That's cruel. Why are you doing this?
Me? Jan.
Hey! Please, don't go! Where are you going? Hey, you. I'm sorry.
They were dead before you got to them.
They needed my help.
Believe me, there's nothing you could have done for them.
All this time, and I still don't understand what happened.
I'm sure you have some smart theories up your sleeve. Go ahead. Hit me.
Maybe Maxwell did it. He's got more control over these missions than anybody.
And why would he kill everybody but you?
Maybe he knew there was rubidium here. He wanted someone to get stranded with it. To have no choice but to make their altars. And I was the best choice because he thought it would be easiest to manipulate a simple builder.
Really? You believe that? You see, I think that deep down, you know what happened. The answers were always there, in front of you. But instead of piecing them together, you preferred to look away.
What answers? What are you talking about?
You know there was an oxygen leak during the landing. You got that information. And you also know what the quantum computer is, how it operates, what its main purpose is.
To optimize decisions.
That's right. Its role is to ensure the success of the mission no matter what. And it looks like in the face of an emergency, it had to do just that. There was only enough oxygen for one person to survive. And the QC had to calculate the probability, as it always does, who should receive that life-saving breath. No judgment, no reading tea leaves, just pure data analysis to give the answer to one simple question. Who had the biggest chances of completing the mission?
And it was...
Yes. The math pointed to you.
How do you know all this?
Because you know it. You always did. But you were so focused on your mistakes.
I was busy making tough decisions and figuring out how to avoid bad choices.
What is a bad choice, really? You feel you could have made a lot of different decisions in your life, but without those choices, good or bad, you wouldn't be who you are. The person with the best chance to pull it off. Maybe it's not you who needs to change, but your perspective. Mistakes can have good consequences too, you know.
Like what? Letting my altar split?
Maybe. Conflicts can open new, unexpected paths.
What do you mean?
Find and follow your disobedient side. You've spent a lot of time on this planet escaping the sun, facing the darkness. Maybe it's time you started looking through the darkness and notice the light.
Light? What light? Hey.
It does. And you're cognizant. You've been shaking on that bed for an hour. I was honestly worried about the choice of settings I applied in that program.
No. I think you did everything right.
So, did it work? You look the same. Did anything change?
Yeah, to be honest. Everything's different. Just not the way I expected. So, what happened? I met myself. Another one? No, not like you. He was me, but he knew things. Things I probably always knew, but didn't see somehow.
It's called the subconscious, Jan.
Yeah, I guess it is. So, my subconscious told me that instead of trying to fix my old life, I should try and take something good from what I messed up. It was very comforting.
I'm sure it was. Did your subconscious by any chance mention how we could get out of here?
Yeah. We should look for the rebels.
The rebels? Do you really believe they're still alive?
If there's anybody who can make it through this storm, it's the technician.
Well, that vehicle is definitely more maneuverable than our base.
He said something about noticing the light. That make any sense to you?
The light? Seriously? We risk everything to alter your mind, and all you come back with is a cliched epiphany about following the light?
Doesn't the Tur emit any light?
Probably. But in case you haven't noticed, there's a sandstorm raging outside. We'd never be able to see anything, even if we had the most high-end... Wait a minute.
What? Tell me.
Low-frequency electromagnetic waves detection.
Oh, now you're confusing me.
That could be it. Yeah, the navigation system. It can be switched into an auxiliary mode, tracing any interferences in electromagnetic wavelength. And that means if there was a source of artificial light somewhere nearby, the sensors could be able to locate it.
And follow it.
Right. If the technician really did find a way through the storm, and the Tur vehicle is not too far away, it could be worth a try. Your subconscious might actually be a genius.
Oh, you never doubted that, did you?
Out of the storm. I don't want to be disproportionately enthusiastic, but it seems like our idea worked.
Our idea?
Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we?
Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle?
Close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far.
Alright, the conversations and activities in between the acts are complete. Now I'm officially in Act 3. Yep.
Sooner or later.
Those rocks, they're shaped like trees. What are they really? Did you notice we're running out of repair kits?
know about favorite.
Looks like we're running out of repair kits, you know? All done here. Should I help with this now?
Hello? This is Jan Dolsky.
Jan, you're alive. Thank goodness. We'd lost hope completely. Now, let's get you out of there. I want a full rundown of the situation.
Well, there was a sandstorm and all kinds of trouble. But I'm back online, and I think I'm finally at my destination. Are you in charge of the rescue now?
Yes, I am. Dr. Maxwell will not be a problem anymore. He's been discharged from his duties with immediate effect.
What about Lucas?
Mr. Pena displayed a reprehensible lack of loyalty to his employer, and he will suffer the consequences. For the time being, we've cut all communications with his station. A replacement is on the way. Of course, he'd been Maxwell's close associate for a long time. We could have predicted that if one goes astray, the other would follow. In a way, I can imagine how dealing with both of them might have had a seductive effect on you. But personally, I have to say, it breaks my heart that you let them pull you into that lunacy.
Maxwell saved my life. And without his help, there'd be no Rapidium for you to retrieve.
Let's leave those explanations, feasible or not, for later. The details of your mission will be subject to a thorough investigation, and I'm sure you'll get a chance to speak up for yourself. You should know, however, that Dr. Maxwell was trying to use you and the success of your mission to revive a regrettable procedure.
Really? Or maybe it was simply too unorthodox for the corporation?
No, of course. He probably presented himself to you as a benevolent protector of humanity. I'm sure he never told you the truth about why we shut down his hideous experiments.
Ian Lucas shared a theory about it.
Let me guess. Was it a heart-wrenching tale of how the corporation didn't acknowledge a true genius?
Can you just tell me your version?
It's not a version. It's what actually happened. Facts easily verifiable, if you ever had the need to do it. Of course, the details of the case have never been disclosed to the public. No wonder. It would make the company look very bad if it ever got out.
So what happened?
One of Maxwell's test subjects, a soldier, ran away from his lab and committed suicide in one of our offices. Although the word suicide doesn't quite give the act proper justice, he basically ripped himself to pieces with his bare hands. People were watching. Security cameras caught it. Otherwise, I would never have believed it.
What? But why?
Exactly. Why? Turns out there was a lot going on in Maxwell's lab we didn't know about. He altered people's minds as if they were machines. Made them switch personalities. Enforced inconsistent memories on them, only to erase them and try again. Every time, the procedure left a trace in those soldiers' minds. Left them more and more confused about who they are. His documentation revealed horrendous things. Records of overlapping flashes from contradictory realities. Nightmares, panic attacks, identity disorders. None of it ever reported by Maxwell. He kept the truth hidden so that he could continue his work, no matter what the cost. Driven by some irrational obsession to enhance the human cognitive system.
Maybe if he had Rapidium, he could avoid harming people? He wanted to carry out his experiments by creating alters of a patient, instead of overriding a person's mind.
Alters? So that's what you call those copies of yourself you've created. It is a prohibited act, both by law and the rules of bioethics. But I know you were coaxed to do it. And whatever your true motives, it did help you secure Rapidium. That's why I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself. Forget about Maxwell. Wipe the slate clean. From now on, you're to follow my instructions closely. Mine and only mine. And we'll have no secrets from each other anymore. Do we have a deal?
Just get me out of here.
Of course. I'll need you to do two things for me. One, construct a beacon for the rescue ship, so that they can locate you precisely.
And two?
Two is a little more complicated. You see, the rescue team cannot find out about your alters, as you call them.
What? Why?
Safety reasons. You know how it is. The more pairs of eyes see them, the more mouths will need to be controlled. And if the public is to be informed about this byproduct of your mission, it is best that it happens by means of an official corporate communication channel. It's enough that your ex-wife knows, and now also Dr. Paulson, it seems.
I'd prefer it if we didn't touch on personal matters.
So you think this is not my problem? Lena getting one of our top bioengineers to help you cure those creations of yours.
I never asked for that.
Don't worry. We'll keep them both out of the way during your trial. But trust me, it's better for everyone if no more people find out. So, you'll have to smuggle your alters onto the ship somehow.
How am I supposed to do that?
Remember, the rescue team will be fully committed to retrieving Rapidium. They do not expect to find anyone other than you down there. So all you need to do is be smart about it and use their distraction to your advantage. Fail to fulfill those conditions and I cannot guarantee the safety of your companions.
Seriously?
I've received information about the time of the rescue ship's arrival. They will land just before the sun rises on your planet. So, it will need to be a swift and well-organized boarding procedure. I'll contact you again shortly before they arrive. Start with setting up that beacon. And let's make history together, Jan.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Okay. Hmm. Oh, I mean the... Yeah, you can delete them and then build the other one.